Good morning. You want a bite? If you don't want it, I'll finish it.
I wish you could be in here right now.
Yeah.
It's getting salty.
We could probably fit another 8 or 9 guys in here.
Tell me this isn't way nicer than you ever could have thought.
We were scared that these mics would dip in and you'd see Charles and I die on live.
Wow. What's with this foam? That's only on you.
Oh my God.
What's with this foam, Eric?
I don't know, maybe it's piss. Get it.
I'll take some of it. I'll take some of it if you don't mind.
Good evening, America, and good evening to the world. Joining us tonight are two of our very own, Dr. Charls Carroll and Dr. Erick Hayden.
Thanks for having us on.
If you two don't mind answering a couple questions from our younger audience, we have a few questions for you.
No, not at all. That's what we're here for. We're here for you.
No, we actually want the questions. We want to educate people. So yeah, bring on the questions. What do we got out there?
What are some of the biggest problems facing the space program today?
The biggest problem is people growing out of childhood and not believing in space and dinosaurs anymore. That's the biggest problem we face, and we're here to educate to make sure people still retain the childlike wonder.
That's really the purpose for us doing all this, is we're trying to get people to believe in it again.
Manny, 8 years old from Fairbury, Nebraska, wants to know, how do you poop, and is diarrhea ever a problem?
Diarrhea. Diarrhea hasn't been a problem today, but yeah, that's one of the biggest fears.
It always hits you at the worst time. It's like it's alive and thinking. It waits for the worst time, and then it could blow out because you don't work your muscles, those your bottom muscles like you do your limbs. We don't have a Bowflex for the butt.
Does living alone with one other man ever make you think weird thoughts about each other? Like more than friend thoughts?
I mean, when it comes to friendship on here, there's just more camaraderie. Plus, there are women on board, so they're basically here strictly for prostitution, but there is plenty of prostitution out in space. Don't let anybody tell you different.
There's no shortage. There's no shortage. And it's more best friend thoughts and camaraderie. We don't have to resort to any guy on guy.
One more question. This one comes from 6-year-old Shi from Tianjin, China. 你的在用上新增造感度增分吗?
Yeah, we are happy. All the way from China?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for that question. I'll tell you what, I've never been more excited about anything ever in my life.
I'm excited to have a beer on the moon more than even walking on it. I'll be crawling on it pretty soon.
I think I have 6 gravestones in my backyard in the woods. I don't even have the balls to metal detect around them. Some old wife left her wedding ring on her husband's grave. You think I'm taking that?
Well,
What am I going to hear at night if I take that?
I think you should find out.
Maybe that's why I lose sleep. It's probably the damn cemetery.
Is that why you get abused and assaulted in your sleep?
Some weird noises sometimes.
Eric!
Yeah.
What do you hear?
I hear, you're a loser. You're a loser. You have no money.
Yeah. That's the Conjuring ghost saying that to you, sliding across the room on a noose.
It's the scariest realization I can ever hear. I know. I know.
Yeah, it's really good to be broadcasting with you guys again. Every now and then you run into issues with some of this equipment.
This is our telescope. It's got a processor. We nicknamed it S.A.T.A.N. I forget what it stands for. Super autonomous. I forget. I'm kind of out there. As you see, we don't have our helmets. But if you're close enough to the shit, you got 20 minutes of air.
Charlie, throw me the tape. Just throw it sideways so it's floating.
Did you see how long it is?
Yeah. Oh, that's actually decent.
You want to take a guess what that stands for?
Whoa, almost lost it.
Hey, before you do that, look at this little frickin' meteor that I found floating around in space. It looks really...
Wow, let me get to it.
It's very
Hold
crystalline. Oh, there we go. I'll get it back to you. There. It's very crystalline. It's something that's harder than diamond, if you can believe.
Wow.
There's another piece right here I got. Oh, man, look at the way this thing shines.
This thing's out of this world.
Oh, shit.
Charles, don't go too far.
Whoa, there's some turbulence over here by the telescope. Oh, my God, thank God we have these cans of air. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be able to get back, even though there's a little bit of gravity over here. Whoa. It's another pocket of gravity. Well, oh, look at this. You remember this old one? Oh, I always used to carry this on me just in case you had to blow your brains out if you ever drifted away and no one could find you. Take you a year to die.
That thing's got 2 bullets in it, right?
Oh, yeah, it's got plenty. Don't do this at home, but you have to know the protocol in case you just don't want to take that long to die. Well, I mean, we have plenty. We have plenty of those.
Yeah, get rid of that thing.
Let me blast it so no space rats learn to use the gun against us when we're sleeping.
Get that thing away from us.
Rats can survive in space. You would be surprised. In fact, we'll show you if you don't believe us. Not as good as a fireman. Whatever they do, there's freaking half on, half off, or whatever their week is. Playing Xbox up there while the fires, I don't know who starts the fires. We didn't.
Yeah, but they're heroes.
Well, you got to take the axe to the door sometimes. I mean, you could just open it if you need to, or kick it down, but
No, but it's way cooler if you get the 8-pound axe.
it does seem kind of cool.
It is.
You could also build your house out of block or concrete and not just a veneer, no drywall and no wood. That could make things a little bit easier, but it's against the fire code, so we can't do that on Earth.
You gotta go. Well, you gotta go to Montana for
Yeah,
that.
you can't do it in America.
I think Montana maybe.
Well, if that's the case, then we'll be moving to Montana.
I think that's why a lot of ex-military, or I do think a lot of them end up in Montana for a reason. I think they know.
Gotta get an ashtray.
They said there's no way there's going to be an Apache helicopter kicking bullets through this house.
Burn the whole town down in 10 minutes,
If I
not
did-
when it's made of concrete. Come try that shit in Montana, we'll see what happens.
Because even when you're around here, let's say you want to put a brick building up, I think you need to put plywood on the inside so it can be burned down from the inside out or something. It has to be flammable wood is what it says in the building code.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yes.
I mean, even if it doesn't say that, that's what it is.
We'll just use cement board. They're like, no,
that's not safe.
I'm like, cement board's pretty good though. Look at it. He puts a lighter under it. He's like, nope, it's not good.
So when this shithole open? Speak any English?
Nothing. What tattoo do you want?
I want ISBU.
I'll tell you, I want to get a solid cobalt blue sleeve all the way up to my shoulder. How much is that going to cost? How long is it going to take?
Probably around 1,000. And I'd say 15 hours.
Well, we'll see about that. I just want to make sure Eric's not. I mean, is he good there?
Oh my God.
He's not even wearing any gloves. Even Miguel over there is not wearing any gloves. What are you guys shooting?
No, they don't generally wear gloves. They like to keep it natural.
What do you do for working?
See, I've been an astronaut for about 20 years. And as soon as you're done, I'll be able to go land on the moon. You don't think that's cool?
Yes.
Charles, you're almost up.
Quiero al enano maricón.
Oh, yo, I don't know. I'll call back later.
You know how like whenever you're obligated to do these like big speeches and stuff, you lose your mind?
I read somewhere, I don't know where it was, but that more people are afraid of public speaking and speaking in front of a crowd than they are of dying.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
It's probably
that's the thing.
true.
I would guess it's true.
Until they have a gun against their head.
Yeah, then you can fly if you need to, if someone's pointing a gun at your back.
Thanks, Chuck and Eric. This is Terry. I'm here with
Miles.
Have you ever met an alien?
I don't, not that I know of. They didn't tell me. But why would they? They would never tell me.
Why would they tell us who they're taking the orders from, which is the aliens?
Wait, they're taking orders from aliens.
The government.
The government, yeah. But why would the government tell us?
Yeah, they're hiding it. Like the aliens run the government.
Oh, but they have their reasons. As long as they don't mess with my life, like, I'm just living life.
Why do we have to pay taxes when the government just prints money?
Because that's not how economics works.
How does it work?
I'm not an economics lesson.
Why did Business Insider call Osama bin Laden a freedom fighter in 1993?
Because people are crazy.
The reason is because the U.S. supported the Mujahideen over Russia in the 1980s war, and he was a CIA asset named Timothy Osman.
I believe that.
Thank you. That's right.
Came all the way here to go to Montana.
I'm actually just getting tired of doing this stuff.
They don't pay us enough, really. Oh man, I just hope they're not pissed at us, man. I'm tired of pissing these people off, or if they are even people.
Charles, you find the light switch?
Yeah, I think it's right here. Whoa, yo! Whoa.
Emperor Jones!
You two stupid cucks can't convince people that outer space exists?
Hey, listen, we've been doing the best job we can.
Beers, smoking cigarettes in outer space?
We're not drinking beers out in space.
You've turned into a fucking meme.
We have to appeal to the younger generation. What do you want us to do? Be like Buzz? Be like Neil? Those guys are freaks. Everyone knows it.
What do you want me to do? Hire George Lucas?
Well, we can go to Skywalker Ranch.
Silence!
I mean,
We'll try to do better. We'll do better. We'll do better. If that's the way you really feel, give us some notes.
You have one more chance.
Are you saying one because you have 3 fingers, or is
Silence! You have one more shot. The moon landing.
we got the moon landing coming up tomorrow? We're gonna impress the hell out of you.
Consider us redeemed. We're gonna redeem the hell out of your ass, I'll tell you that.
You know the way out of here? What a dream come true, everybody.
They said we couldn't do it, but now here we are.
This is amazing. Charles, watch this. Can you believe this? Look it. Now I know what Buzz Aldrin was talking about when he didn't go. Look it, we can play games out here too, Charles. Look, tag, you're it. You look like you're trying to fuck me in the ass. Look at this, plants actually can grow out here.
Since when can they grow out here? There's no rain.
Look it.
Whoa. We gotta plant that.
Dr. Charles and Dr. Erick Hayden, we're finally on the moon.
This is the proof you need. And if you don't like it, well, you're gonna get a visit to your house by some men in suits. What is this, some sort of a visitation?
Maybe we outstay our welcome.
Yeah, maybe we better get out.
All right, maybe we're gonna load back in the shuttle and we'll take some exterior shots from inside because we're running low on air anywho.
We gotta rest up a little bit. Takes a lot of energy out here being in space.
We'll say thanks, Emily. Really appreciate it, and we're gonna make our way back in.
We'll be back. Thanks again. The hoops you have to go through
to keep your job.
Please these people. It's unbelievable. I mean, we get it done. It's not easy.
Hopefully that jackass is happy with what we're doing.
Yeah, if not, we'll just give it to him up his shorts one day. Well, I hope he's not watching.
You always do this. I just need a couple more minutes.
Come on, let's get him in the bathroom. We gotta go.
What is wrong?
What are you doing?
He's for real. We gotta go pack his stuff up. We don't got time.
Well, I
for this.
wanted to finish my hair.
Get the gun out of my face. We gotta go.
Just put the gun down.
The guy's crazy. He's gonna kill us.
Tell him to put